Yes, now our talk, the most important thing. Angelina Severino is an inspirational design leader with over 15 years of combined brand and product experience in renowned advertise agencies, tech companies, and startups. She's a top design mentor at ADPList and a career and leadership mentor at Women in Tech. Here, she offers guidance support to help design professionals succeed in their tech careers. Aside from the design work, Angelina creates art posters. Wow. And she is also a super mom, juggling the joy of raising three lovely daughters with a husband. Stay tuned for an inspirational presentation with Angelina. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you so much for your introduction. People keep coming in, so I'm like, okay, does it work? Do you see my screen? Awesome.
Yeah.
People nodding. This is important. Yeah. So, hi everybody. I'm really happy and honored to be here today, and I'm also very happy to see some familiar faces and names in the audience. Thank you everybody for coming. Let me start with introducing myself in the way that already connects us to the topic that I'm presenting today, how to unmask excellence with skill fusion and how to own your own talent. So hi again, I'm Angelina Severino, brand and product design lead at Gamgee. It is an innovative IoT SaaS company focused on wireless networking, internet access control, working from home, and smart home automation. At Gamgee, I lead the brand visual identity, iOS and Android mobile app design, website design, and the creation of app marketing and social media materials. It's a bit of a long introduction because it makes sense with the topic. So bear with me. Before tech, I had a whole art director and advertising career. I grew from a graphic designer at Starcom to art director at TBWA and DDB. And I was responsible for the visual communication and creative direction of advertising campaigns for clients like Coca-Cola, Nestle, Adidas, Yamaha, and such, across various media channels, including print, digital, and video. I'm a public speaker, as I'm sure you've already noticed today. I spoke at the Bimor Festival by ADPList and at the What If Summit by Tech Circus and at the World Usability Day by Amsterdam UX, among others. Sorry. I'm also a mentor at Women in Tech and ADPList, where I offer guidance and support to fellow designers looking to enhance their skills, advance their careers, and establish meaningful connections within the industry. Okay, sorry, my presentation is jumping a little bit. I am also part of Diverse Leaders in Tech in the Netherlands. It's a community of tech leaders whose goal is to set the standards for diversity, equity, and inclusion excellence in European tech. I am also a visual artist. I create art posters inspired by graphic design and typography. My project, called Posters, has become part of Graphic Editions, which is a curated collection of the world's most exciting graphic designers, illustrators, and typographers. And I'm also a member of People of Print, which is the world's largest online directory of independent designers working with print. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm developing my startup called Gclay Club. It is a service that offers the highest museum quality printing for artists like myself. I'm also a mother of 3 daughters, which inevitably keeps me and my husband extra busy on top of all of our activities. And of course, they make us very happy as well. I am also an advocate for a ketogenic diet and a big lover of yoga. And I also love fashion. So obviously, at some point, I was faced with a problem, considering all the different facets of my personality. How do I present myself to the world without confusing the hell out of people with the range of my activities? After some hours of torturing the internet and ChatGPT, I found a lot of cool information about multi-passionate people who I obviously am. And I learned about portfolio career, which is a work-life structure where an individual engages in multiple diverse income gathering activities simultaneously, often combining part-time jobs, freelancing, consulting, and other professional activities. But the answer to my question of how to present myself to the world in one clear way was personal branding, which is, in short, defining and promoting your unique qualities, skills, values, and personality to build a strong and recognizable identity. So where do I start? What is the way to combine my tech side, design side, art and lifestyle side in one wholesome image? By the way, it's one of the most common questions from my mentees as well. As a UX designer, do I showcase my visual skills in my portfolio? And as a visual designer, do I present wireframes and user research? First of all, let's dive a little bit deeper into common misconceptions about personal branding. It is very important to acknowledge them before we move forward because we need to get rid of any doubt. So, first misconception, set of skills. For example, what is the most popular advice we as designers get? You need to narrow your skill set down to better fit job descriptions, right? Make a decision who you are as a designer, UX, visual, graphic, or animation. If you put too many skills on your CV, it's going to confuse the hiring manager and you're not going to be selected for an interview. Ever heard anything like that? Rings the bell? I certainly did. And my mentees ask me all the time what they should remove from their presentation to find the job faster. And here's the thing. Yes, to find a job faster and usually not with the best salary and usually without any exciting growth opportunities, you should choose your one main skill, tailor your portfolio to it, and apply only for the jobs that strictly match your profile. Also, I mean, no judgment. If you really are that good at this one thing, there are also plenty of opportunities to promote yourself as an expert in a certain field, right? So let's look at the difference between an expert and somebody who is building a personal brand. So let's start with an expert. Their focus emphasizes deep knowledge, skills, and proficiency in a particular field. An expert is recognized for their specialized, in-depth understanding of a subject or industry. In terms of their presentation, while an expert may also have a personal brand, the main recognition comes from their professional knowledge and achievements. Their expertise is typically demonstrated through qualifications, experience, and the track record of success in a specific domain. When we talk about personal brands, here the emphasis is on creating a unique and memorable identity that encompasses not only expertise, but also personal values, personality, and the overall image the individual wants to project. In terms of presentation, a person with a strong personal brand may showcase a combination of skills, experiences, and values to differentiate themselves in a competitive landscape. Their branding extends beyond their expertise to encompass a holistic image that resonates with a specific audience. Second misconception. So If you are engaged in any activities and expressions outside your main occupation, you are not considered professional and serious enough about your main job. I'm sure you are all aware with this kind of misconception. I face it a lot. And I think it's my favorite misconception because I suffered from it big time myself. And it's the main fear that my mentees share with me when building their CVs and portfolios. I couldn't understand how people, like talking about me, how people in the art world would ever consider me seriously as an artist if I have a full-time job as a designer in tech. What kind of artist am I? And how do I share my art project on social media if my boss and my colleagues might see it and think I'm not serious about my job? I must say it's a tricky misconception because it's totally true that many people still think that we're supposed to be something one, a decided career path set in stone. Otherwise, you're not considered to be dependable and professional. So again, there is nothing wrong with pursuing an expert career path. Then there are no worries about this issue. At the same time, for many people, it seems to be a limiting experience. And many of my mentees share a feeling of suffocation and of seeing no future in their profession because they're only supposed to do only this or only that without any alteration or change. Many people in my experience long for exploring all the corners of their personalities and being able to present the full versions of themselves to the world. Third misconception. I'm boring. I have no story to tell. I am not special. Nobody will ever engage with my content. We're very used to underestimating ourselves. I haven't achieved much in life, career. I'm not important, famous enough to build my personal brand. Personal brand is only for influencers. I don't know what my brand purpose and values are. Sounds familiar. So I think it's a good moment to remember that nobody was born an influencer. Every successful person you see on LinkedIn or Instagram has built their online presence from zero, and it's an unavoidable fact. And to address the fear that your content might be boring for people, well, there are plenty of available options. For example, you can research your target audience, understand what content they like and react to, find your influencer inspiration, and recreate their content in your style. Thankfully, by now, there are already very many good examples and references out there to take inspiration from. There are many more misconceptions that are stopping us from investing time and effort into building our personal brand. For example, I'm not a branding professional. How can I build a brand out of myself? I don't feel like exposing myself and receiving negativity. Why exactly do I need it? I don't have time for it. It's too expensive. And many more excuses we create for ourselves to justify inaction. Because action is scary, it's unpredictable. Nobody knows where it's going to take you. And many of us don't even acknowledge that we might have fear for success. It's ultimately much safer to be unknown than being constantly exposed, interviewed, asked questions, photographed. Building a personal brand definitely requires getting out of the comfort zone. This is for sure. The sad outcome of our fears and blocking thoughts could be being stuck in your career, hiding your true personality, hiding behind the screenshots of your work, very common for designers, right? And thus, receiving only the opportunities that tightly match your profile and professional description. But maybe you already want more, or maybe you want something completely different. What I believe personal branding does, and why I think it's 100% worth the time and effort investment, it promotes the idea that all our experiences contribute to our overall success in any field. Personal branding recognizes the value of each unique experience as a building block in crafting a multifaceted, multifaceted and compelling professional identity. It goes beyond a mere listing of skills and achievements to weave a narrative that incorporates the diverse aspects of our journey. A well-crafted personal brand acknowledges the success is not just about technical expertise or a linear career path. It embraces the richness of our experiences, including challenges, setbacks, and personal growth. Every role, project, and interaction becomes a part of this narrative, shaping not only what we do, but who we are in the professional realm. In personal branding, authenticity becomes a cornerstone. It's not just about projecting an idealized version of success. Rather, it's about embracing the authenticity of our journey. It creates a deeper connection with our audience, ensuring trust and relatability. Whether it's overcoming obstacles, acquiring new skills, or navigating career challenges, personal branding recognizes the whole mosaic of experiences that contribute to our uniqueness. The ability to convey these experiences effectively is the key skill that allows individuals to stand out in a crowded landscape and resonate with their target audience. Unique sells better than good, regular, or another one. Our world is so full of information and choices. So having a truly unique personal brand attracts connections and opportunities like a magnet. It creates a story that people want to be involved in, share, and actively engage with. While something ordinary might get overlooked in the crowd, being genuinely unique captures attention and leaves a lasting impression of those who come across it. Moreover, the idea of unique extends beyond just professional skills. It encompasses your personal narrative, your passions, and the authentic blend of qualities that make you who you are. Embracing this uniqueness not only sets you apart, but also helps create a sense of authenticity that resonates with your audience. Any special achievements and talents can be mixed together to create your own unique market value proposition, if you will. And it's not just about showcasing individual achievements. It's about strategically combining them to showcase a comprehensive value package. Your special talents coupled with noteworthy achievements contribute to a personalized narrative that communicates the specific benefits you bring to the table. This tailored market value proposition becomes your signature in professional interactions, interviews, and networking. It communicates not only that you have accomplished, but how your unique set of skills can address the needs and challenges of your target audience. Moreover, the process of combining achievements and talents is dynamic. As your skills evolve and you attain new accomplishments, your market value proposition adapts accordingly. It's a continual process of refining and amplifying your unique blend to stay relevant and appealing in a competitive landscape. You'll make people remember you like they remember and recognize good brands. It's a good moment to mention one important thing here. Engagement with your contact from the audience is not necessary, especially at the beginning. Sounds contradictory, but bear with me. Everybody knows that impressions are much more valuable than likes and comments because the latter will most probably come from your friends, colleagues, while a job or a project opportunity may come from somebody who just saw your post, got all the necessary information about your unique proposal, and either passed this information to somebody else, or DM'd you themselves with an offer or proposal, or just to get to know you better. Think of your online presence as of a TV or YouTube ad. It's my advertising experience kicking in here. Nobody clicks like on a TV ad, right? And nobody leaves comments under them. Moreover, on YouTube, we can even skip ads after the first 30 seconds or even 5 seconds nowadays. These couple of seconds are completely enough for you to swallow what the advertisers wanted you to swallow. So, job done. Also remember that there is only one you, and you can't possibly take 100 offers. So all you need is 1, 2, 3 interesting collaborations from time to time, one job offer, right? Hopefully it will last for some time. One freelance offer here and there, one speaking opportunity or interview in a month. No need for more, as it will stretch your capacity, and you will have to reject amazing opportunities, which is not what you want to be doing. Most importantly is to actively promote each and every of such collaborations and tie them tightly to your brand values. Investment in yourself is the best investment. This one is for some of us who are concerned if the time and money invested in a personal brand are worth it. By dedicating time and resources to your own personal brand, you're essentially investing in your own growth, visibility, and long-term success. It becomes a powerful tool that not only opens up new opportunities, but also solidifies your identity in the professional world. Just like any valuable asset, the returns on this investment may not be immediate, but over time, it might open doors you didn't know existed. Moreover, the acquired skills and the self-awareness that you've cultivated during the personal branding process are transferable and timeless. They contribute not only to your current endeavors, but also lay the foundation for resilient and adaptable professional journey. The investment in your own personal brand is an investment in your narrative, your unique value proposition, and your journey towards success. It's a commitment to standing out in a crowded space and showcasing the best version of yourself. Personal brand is a full complexity of your professional personality. It's about feeling inspired and breaking free from anything holding you back. Personal brand can motivate and energize, like you've unblocked the hidden potential within you. As you dive deeper into personal branding, it's not just about how others see you, it's a journey of self-discovery as well. You'll get to know yourself better and realize the power you hold to create a story that reflects your true essence. This way, your personal brand can be the source of your motivation and energy that will keep you going, doing, and creating. So, what to do, where to start, and what are the first steps? First of all, take some time to reflect on your values, passions, skills, and unique qualities. Think about what really matters to you, the things you love doing, what you're good at, and what makes you unique. This self-reflection isn't just about knowing yourself, it's about celebrating what makes you special. When you understand your values, what you are passionate about, your skills, and what sets you apart, you're building the foundation for a personal brand that's truly you. Your values guide you, your passions drive you, and your skills are your tools, and your unique mix of qualities is what makes you stand out. This self-awareness is the first step to creating a personal brand that fits who you really are. Write down a short brand statement. Think about how you describe yourself, just in a few words. Write down who you are, what you do, and why it's valuable. Very important. Keep it short and real. What is your main superpower? This is like your quick intro, if you will, telling people what makes you special. It's not just about your job, it's about how you make a difference. This short statement is like your professional handshake, leaving a strong impression. Take a moment to put your uniqueness into a few sentences that feel true to you. Now let's make it happen step by step. It's very easy to get overwhelmed and demotivated by the mountain of work that is building your own brand. Let's be honest here. It's a mountain of work, I promise. So start small. Think about the little things you can do every day to make your personal brand shine. It could be as simple as sharing something you're good at with others or showing appreciation for your colleagues, right? Commenting on their posts. These small efforts may seem tiny, but they add up over time, building a strong and positive image. Remember, every small action counts, and it's these everyday efforts that create a big impact. So be patient, be kind to yourself, and take that first small step today and watch how it adds up to something amazing over time. An overnight success never happens overnight, right? Now, let's find some inspiration. Think about someone whose content you really enjoy. It could be a person, a brand, or even a friend. Take a moment to figure out what exactly you like about their style. Is it their positive vibe, their creativity, or maybe how they connect with others? Once you've got that, it's time to add your own twist to it. Try to recreate that feel good factor in your own way, adding your unique touch. This isn't about copying, really. It's about finding inspiration and making it yours. Feel like an artist, right? So go ahead, find your muse, understand what clicks for you, and let it inspire your own unique style. Trust your gut. Deep down, you actually know who you are and what you want to become. Your instincts are like your personal compass, pointing you in the right direction. Listen to that inner voice telling you what feels right and true to yourself. It's your unique guide, and only you have the map to your own journey. Sometimes others may give advice, but remember, you're the captain of your ship. Trust that gut feeling, believe in your path, and steer towards the incredible person you want yourself to become. Heal your traumas to avoid the blockage of dreaming big. Easier said than done, I do understand. And still, healing is a powerful tool to keep your dreams big and bright. If there are any hurts or pains hanging in your past, it's like a wall that can block your way to your dreams and your vision of yourself in the future, let's say in 10 years. Take the time to heal those wounds. It's not about forgetting, but about freeing yourself from the weight of the past. Healing allows your dreams to flow freely and reach for the stars. So be kind to yourself and mend what needs mending. You deserve the freedom to dream big, unburdened, and unstoppable. Stay flexible. Inner changes might adjust your path, and it's a good thing. It's like doing some yoga for your plans, if you will. Sometimes, as you grow and change on the inside, your path might need a little adjusting, and it's totally okay. It's not about sticking to one plan no matter what. It's about being open to inner changes that might guide you in a new direction. Think of it as going with the flow of your own growth. So stay flexible, be open to shifts in your journey, and remember it's not a detour, it's just another way to your awesome destination. Embrace the changes and keep moving forward. Very important, develop or improve the skills you are missing to complete your full brand mix. You don't have to be a pro at everything from the start. Take the time to learn and improve. It's like building up your superhero skills one at a time. We're now talking about building a better version of yourself here. So identify what's missing, grab a learning opportunity, and watch your personal brand become more and more aligned with you and with what you want yourself to become. And you don't have to break the bank. There is a treasure trove of free online sources ready to teach you anything you want to know. It's whether it's coding, design, or public speaking. Explore these free resources. There's plenty of them. Also, it helps to follow some of the amazing LinkedIn creators. Their posts are usually packed with actionable knowledge and advice. Create visual brand consistency. Your own style plus graphic design toolkit. Imagine your unique hairdo, maybe some signature makeup, a certain style in clothes and accessories combined with your graphic design toolkit. That's the full visual package. It's like giving your brand not just an outfit, but a whole personality. Whether you present yourself in photos, videos, or at an event, your personal style becomes a visual stamp. Coupled with an established visual style for social media posts, your website, you name it, that's your full visual brand consistency. I have a great example of a very correct approach to personal branding for you today. With this example, I want to show you that one doesn't need to be a massive influencer, like say Chris Doe, or have personal branding to have personal branding. I see it the other way around. You need personal branding to become a massive influencer over time. And I think the person I'm presenting to you as an example today is well on her way to big influential success, all thanks to her personal branding strategy and execution. With her permission, of course, I present to you my friend, a fellow designer, Soraya Suarj, who created a very clear picture of what her professional uniqueness is, what she has to offer to the market, and how she does it in her own style. LinkedIn profile. So current position plus mission statement, which is also her unique value market proposition. How many digital designers do you know who are bridging the gap between brand strategy and UX design to deliver the best user experience? I personally know none, except for myself, as I'm also a brand and product designer. That's why when I saw her first post about this topic, I immediately left a comment full of excitement and DM'd her as well. So here you go. A connection with a like-minded professional is established. Let's see where it takes us. We've already discussed some public speaking opportunities to promote the topic we both believe in. So yeah, let's see. Really looking forward to it. Soraya's personal style plus graphic design toolkit. She clearly established curly hair plus big glasses with a thin frame combo for her portrait pictures. Also important is that she shows her face a lot in the featured section. It shows confidence and it creates trust. Both of her profile picture and for her post designs, Soraya uses her signature purple gradient, which makes her content consistent and recognizable. She also chose a nice trendy font for her post designs, and she uses one composition principle for all the posts, header, illustration, sometimes subheader, her name plus Instagram handle. Again, sign of confidence and owning, taking responsibility for her content. Okay, if somebody decides to check out her Instagram as well, they will find her avatar confirming her personal style. Wavy hair, signature glasses, and purple colors throughout the post. Done, image created. Now everybody knows that Soraya Suarj looks like this. She posts about the connection between UX design and branding there as well. Plus, she also shares some personal things like being an introvert, for example, and it immediately becomes more interesting and relatable. Same story with the website. Brand consistency, showing herself straight away on the homepage, not in the standard about. Confidence and an overall positive, calm vibe. I totally adore this approach, the boldness of it. So yes, bravo, Soraya. I thank you for letting me use your materials for this presentation. So I have a question for you. I wonder if we still have time and I can show you how I solved my own personal brand puzzle, or shall we move to questions?
We can go and try to solve my own puzzle.
Okay. I see that people are curious. Okay, that's good. Yeah, because the puzzle is not easy. How did I manage to combine all my roles and passions in one digestible public image? Just to refresh your memory, we're talking about my work in tech, combining branding and product design, my past experience as an art director in advertising, public speaking, mentoring, DEI activities, being a visual artist, entrepreneur, mother of 3, kitten, yoga lover, and fashionista. I said it. It's a lot. I need some water. So we can start with my LinkedIn and see where it takes us, because it's a journey. So for LinkedIn, I focus primarily on the sides of me that are to do with my work in tech. I'm stating my 3 main pillars in the header: design leadership, product design, branding for tech. I do mention all my personal branding sides in the about section to maintain consistency and also to share more information about me. I'm also mentioning 15 plus years of industry experience together with my mentorship experience. And there is also a link to my website. So let's see what we find there. So we see the same header design, but it's also moving, exciting. And again, I'm claiming blue as my brand color and claiming all my areas of expertise here, including art, personal branding, art direction, my businesses, because the website is the place to show and tell everything about your skills and personality. In my case, it was very important for me to create this immediate overview of myself within the website, with the previews of my multiple projects, public talks, interviews, personal photographs. That's why it's a non-scrollable full screen one-pager. And I use pop-ups to present each area more in detail. Okay, are we on? I can change my slide. Why not? Okay, yes. That's how one of the pop-ups looks like. This one is about art, to showcase the artistic side of me and prove that it can happily coexist with my technical side, entrepreneurial side, and all the other sides of me presented here. My pop-ups are very texty, which for me is totally fine, as I promote myself as an industry leader and with a big experience in the field. So writing and thought leadership is more important in my case than long scrolls with short digestible pieces of information and big images. This approach I would definitely recommend for beginner and mid-level designers though. In the header of the website, we see the changing letter A from my logo, representing my very many sites. And we see my Instagram here as well. So what do we see if we follow the link? It was honestly the biggest puzzle for me to solve. Do I merge my artistic account with my lifestyle account? Where and how do I add my startup project to this mix? The solution was to create a so-called umbrella account, Angelina Severino, because I have a star in my name. And there is also the signature element I use everywhere in LinkedIn, Insta, Discord, ADPList on my website. And I mention here in this umbrella account, I mention all the sides of me that I'm pursuing. So it's designer, artist, mentor, feminist, and 3 times mom. I say that I'm a design lead at Gamgee, founder of Postress, co-founder of Gclay Club. And in story highlights, I talk about all kinds of things: yoga, keto, family, traveling, you name it, full freedom. And you can see that I use the same blue for my highlights as on the website. And I again play with the different letters A. So that is my artistic Instagram account, which I'm using primarily as a gallery for my posters, and all the lifestyle content was moved to my umbrella account. Here, as you can see, I also use my star in the bio, and I also use it in my posters as well. So I connect all the sides of me with certain visual elements. From here, you can also follow the link to my startup, Gclay Club. The business is 100% connected with my poster project because I print my posters in-house to send them to my customers. So I learned a lot about printing. I bought the best printers and papers, and I got invited to the respected and well-known community, People of Print. which branding-wise creates additional trust to my expertise as a co-founder of a professional print house. So that was my story about the power of personal branding. And I hope I was able to demonstrate how much it increases your professional chances, opens new doors, and puts you on a path of continuous self-discovery. And remember, nothing can stop you if you are true to yourself and to what you want yourself to become in the future. Onwards, and thank you for being here today. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you. Unbelievable. Again, first question. You have questions? Yes. But first question, do you know, I believe that you know, of course. Do you know exactly how many gifts you use on the presentation?
I love this.
There are so many and so fun. Fantastic. Thank you very much for this, very well structured and fantastic in final the actual how-to and the exercise. It's
awesome. So should I read up the first one?
Yes.
Great. Anonymous. Wow. Okay. Mysterious. So what are some examples of red flags to avoid when trying to present too many skills on a CV or during an interview? So how I see it, and again, it's really like my view. I even had like an argument with my husband today, like about the amount of skills that you can actually present to people, because like my husband, for example, he is a product manager and a musician. So he was like arguing with me, how, no, tell me how and where can I even like say that I'm a product manager and a musician? Like it's really like hard to mix. And I was proving to him that there are ways to do even this. Anyways, what I think is the only red flag that I see is when you yourself cannot create a story, a connection between the skills that you would like to present. I understand that maybe like I shouldn't add to my mix, like, I don't know, like more things, maybe like love for cooking, or I don't know, like I love dogs as well, this kind of things that don't specifically add up to what I want people to feel about me and my brand. When you feel that some skills basically don't add up positively to this wholesome image of yourself, then you can leave them aside. That's fine. You really also don't have to, like write a list of everything that you love in life and try to connect it all. No, that's not the point. The point is that you create a unique set of skills that make sense between each other. They need to make sense. So that's the red flag. When they don't make sense, exclude. That's my answer.
Cool. Thank you. Great. I will go. Anyone? Or I'll jump into the second question. Again.
I have something to add. Your presentation was really relatable for me. I have a background in fine arts and motion graphics and traditional animation. And actually, when I was younger, let's say, I jumped from UI UX to motion design, and that cost me 1 year of trying to come back to UX design. Because exactly what you said happened. My skills didn't balance well. So you need to create a cohesive image of yourself, and this might affect your career. So this is what I'm teaching my mentees now. Be careful when you just jump in. It's okay to have a lot of passions. I'm still painting, but you need to be careful.
Yeah, to address this, I think that there are some areas that we are good at and that we can create connection between. You see what I mean? It's like, it depends how you present it. When you say that you are UX designer with animation skills, oh my gosh, I want to hire this
It's
person.
good. It's good if you still make the UX with animation skills and not become the motion designer
exactly.
that now has to prove that
yes,
exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
I'm going to be the one asking the next one. How can designers continually develop and refine their unique skill sets to stay competitive in the job market?
Is it your question?
Yes. Because again, we are, and I'll go back because you mentioned, I understand the stay flexible, and I'll reinforce, there was this guy that said this, be like water, was actually Bruce Lee. And this flexibility to adapt based on, current situation, new changes from a career perspective. And that is what I want to know.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you for your question. It's actually a great thing that you just mentioned, just triggered my thoughts. Exactly in this problematic market, when people can't find jobs, it's exactly dangerous to stay one-sided, to have only one area of expertise. That's exactly the most dangerous time now, and you don't even have this luxury anymore to do that. Because like, okay, so I'm hiring a UI UX designer, UX UI, I'm sorry, that's correct, UX UI designer. Okay, so I have, I don't know, 40, it's like a massive amount now, right? 400, yes, I will get 400 CVs and portfolios. And I just promised to you, if 350 portfolios will be only about UX UI design, I'm not interested. I'm interested in what else can you do, because I can hire only one person. I cannot hire one UX UI designer, an animator, a graphic designer, somebody who is better at UX, somebody who is better at UI. No, I can hire one person. So any additional skill that I know will just contribute to the workflow, to the workload, like to help with the workload, it will be immediately appreciated instead of just UX UI set of skills. So I would say yes, exactly. Try to find. So the question was how they can continually develop and refine their yes. So basically, again, as I said before, just understand what you truly like, and maybe invest some time and resources into becoming very good at something that you would like to achieve but you haven't achieved yet, right? A lot of free sources online. Become good at it and promote the whole skill set. I don't believe that there are people who are, like generally only can do UX or only can do UI or only can do UX UI or only can do product. I'm sure that there is more to every person. I'm sure of it. At least it's like my already quite big experience with mentoring on ADPList. That's what it shows. My mentees are incredibly talented people in many areas. And the only thing that is happening is that they struggle to combine it together. This is not easy. Nobody is born with this, skill like, oh, I will just create a personal branding for myself. Easy. But what you can do, of course, you can research information about it, how to create personal branding. Again, a lot of resources online, right? And yeah, just go step by step. There are even tools to do that. Like you can fill in the skills that you have and it like spits out like some CV, let's say, for you and stuff. How to, like, the first step of how to start promoting yourself.
Again, no, great answer, and that aligns perfectly, on the presentation. I just put a couple of points down, and one is to celebrate and your uniqueness, and at the same time, because you should pick someone, you should pick yourself because you are unique. And the other thing that is important is the step by step. And I believe that we have on this call, product designers, and we should treat ourselves as a product and look at
productize ourselves.
validation. Last year, Kate presented about prototyping yourself, and it was super interesting. We have another one. I believe that you cover this one. Would you talk about yoga and keto on your Instagram or LinkedIn?
But I do, yeah. That's what I showed. Yes, it's just I do it as I explained in my presentation. I just separated the concerns, right? So, I used to have everything on my artistic account with posters. Oh, quite some questions. Wow, cool. Yes. So, and then at some point, yes, I started to kind of feel that it's a little bit like overloaded with too many things. My artistic account, and it started to become like less and less about posters and more about, let's say yoga and keto. And to achieve this balance, I created the umbrella account with my name on it, not my artistic name, if you will, with my name on it, where in highlights, I share everything that I feel like sharing, including yoga and keto.
Great. Let's jump into this one. Which metrics do you use to measure the impact of your personal brand, and how often do you measure? Again, this goes along with that iteration process. Do you work in sprints, like 2 weeks? You review. Tell us.
Well, I'm not sure I'm that scientific and producty about my personal brand. I don't measure anything, but how do you say? Okay, fine. I actually do. Okay, so my metric would be how often am I contacted about certain things? How often do people want to talk to me or invite me to speak somewhere or have a mentorship session with me? So yes, I'm not very strict on the metrics yet, because I'm not in the moment of exponential growth yet, because I'm still preparing for it. I'm like setting the grounds. Like I literally just finished my website, so I was very happy to actually show it to you. I just finished it, so it was very nice to show you my like very very fresh version of it. Yeah, so it's more like a feeling at the moment. Like if it starts to become like a little bit quiet in my life, or in my inboxes, then I think like, okay, I think I need to post something somewhere, and then I do. But usually I have like a routine, like posting a couple of times on different platforms a week. And I will be very honest with you, it is not enough. Again, at the moment, I don't need a very big growth because I'm busy with setting up another business at the moment. So I don't want it. That's why I'm trying to keep it actually pretty low. But when I actually want it, when I will want to become an influencer on LinkedIn, for example, having like thousands of likes under my posts and stuff like that, then it will need a lot of action. I will have to not just post something with my picture. No, I need to go there and I need to speak. I need to record videos of me speaking about some topic that I'm passionate about and stuff like that. And I will need to do it quite often as well. Then, yes, then I will be looking at all the metrics and all the information that LinkedIn provides me with, like how many people, like impressions, all this kind of stuff. That's the scientific approach. That's my next step. So at the moment, it's more like I'm more like a feeling. When it becomes quiet, I start to do a little bit more, but keeping it a little bit quiet at the moment, intentionally.
We'll say that is a flexible roadmap, not a straight one with.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right. Thank you. And I believe that this is the last one with the name. Thank you, Seville. you want to ask you, or should I?
I think there is another one above from somebody anonymous. Yeah, you see metrics, then again anonymous.
This one, great talk.
Yeah.
Any tips
Thank you.
To best present yourself if you have gaps over a year in your employment history?
Great question. I'm sorry, but I have to say it honestly. If you are looking for a job, I recommend you lie. Because the market is extremely tough at the moment. People with continuous experience cannot find jobs. If you're going to say that you had a year of nothingness, it will not be received well, I promise. I hire people all the time. I will not like it, let's say, when I see it at the moment. Well, unless, of course, you acquire, I don't know, some incredible skills that I exactly need at the moment and it's perfect, then I don't care. But usually it's not the case. It's like it's so many people out there in the market, right, looking for jobs, that the choice is like it's never been this way before. So I would say, I don't know, write down that you were busy with some personal project and you can describe the project and you can create some mock-ups or wireframes of this project, or say that you were freelancing, or say that you were involved in some other project. Doesn't matter, say something. I don't think that it's wise at the moment to say that you have gaps in your career. Not at this moment. I do hope that at some point we can be fully honest about our experiences and taking breaks and raising children and, you know, these things. But not the moment, unfortunately, not now.
I would say great. Thank you very much. Again, being open and honest about this. I would say the same, you know, just try to find an interesting project because we all went through that. You know, in my case as a consultant / contractor, you know, there was gaps on my, and there I have gaps on my portfolio on my LinkedIn. But the most important thing is to highlight and just show that during that time, if you are open about that, just to that you know, constantly improving yourself, and there is multiple products, you know, open source projects that you can actually support, charity as well, and that shows your other side. That is important. And
absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah. Now I believe that. Sorry, this is the last one. Seville, do you wanna ask this in person or should I read this? Okay, I will go. I love graphic resume, but they usually eliminate the ATS. How do you keep both graphic design and ATS friendly resume together?
Okay, can somebody explain to me what is ATS?
Good question.
I asked the question. ATS is applicant tracking systems. They are some kind of AI.
Of course.
They eliminated resumes, usually the graphic resumes, yeah, because they are not compatible with that.
Yes, I got you. Yes, very good question. Yes, basically, so either you make your CV, let's say, you design it in a pretty way, reflecting your personality, like personal branding and stuff like that, and then it gets basically, yes, eliminated, rejected by a system, by a bot, basically, that cannot read it properly, so you just go to trash with your CV. Yeah, it's a big problem. At the same time, I would still go for it. I will never send an undesigned CV of myself anywhere ever. And if they use ATS to choose people, you know, using a machine, then I'm not sure you want to work in this company. Really, I'm not sure, because it means that they don't read about you. Not really. They just search for keywords, right? That is all. So you're not a keyword, I hope. So yeah, I don't think it's I think it's a horrible approach anyways to recruiting. I don't think it's normal. And companies who, I never do that. That's why I didn't even recognize this abbreviation. I was like, what is that? Yes, yes. Because, well, it's impossible. You're missing people there, you know, like how can you how can you choose your future employee or colleague or whatever by some scanned keywords? I don't know. I don't understand this approach. At the same time, yes, again, coming back to being flexible and coming back to the reality of this very tough market of today. If you are desperate to find a job, of course, you should do whatever the industry is demanding you to do. At the same time, there is a risk that even pleasing all the mechanisms, pleasing all these things, you know, like with the cover letters, it's like it's the worst, right? Writing cover letters for any job, every job application is it's the worst part. So you might still fail, even if you apply 500 times with this blank CVs stating only the information about you and writing cover letters, you might still not find a job. And I saw it many times. I have many mentees who are without work for over a year already, doing everything that market is demanding. And then I hear a success story that it was a design CV and it was no cover letter, but it was so much personality in the presentation and in the portfolio website that they just got charmed by the person. And we hire people. You want to see a person behind this resume, behind this CV, behind this collection of work, right, on your website. You want to see who is it there. It's like I still see, like when I hire, still see no picture on the about page, you know. So it's like, okay, I guess I'm hiring somebody who is producing designs, okay, but not really, right? So yeah, I'm totally for personalized documentation about yourself.
Great. I believe that is time. Any more questions? Now or never?